Yeah, I'm here. Sounds like a bloody train. Good morning. On today's ride, we're going on another mini adventure to the Roman town of Verulamium, otherwise known as St Albans. But first, I need to get to Stuart so we can drive to Hertford.
Needless.
So we've arrived at Chris's, and Chris has a funky new bit of tech.
Yeah. I can't work it. It's a Beeline Velo 2.
So we're going to get the Beeline working, and then we'll go for a ride. So as I say, we're off to St Albans this morning, and we've got a route planned via Komoot to get us there. And having looked up this route last night, the vast majority of it is on these cycleways. We've had a bit of gravel, but now we're on flat tarmac, and it is going to be lovely traffic-free riding for most of the day. So there's that to look forward to. And we love a traffic-free ride. And talking of gravel, I'm back on big beefy Bertha for the day. And actually, having just said we're on nice smooth tarmac, we've just descended onto dirt, so I think maybe that was the right decision. The other guys are on their road bikes with their skinny tyres, so let's see how this works out. Although Chris has decided to brave it on his single speed. Hopefully there's not many hills on this route.
This is a backstory. So once upon a time, I didn't like cycling. I fell out of love with it when Chris made me come over to do a bike ride with his son. I didn't have a bike rack, so I couldn't bring my bike. So I thought, that gets me out of that one. And he said, you can ride my Brompton. And this is the ride we did that made me fall in love with cycling again.
So hang on, you did this route
Yeah.
on a Brompton with what? What size wheels have they got? Like 16-inch wheels or something?
Don't ask me any technical questions like that.
Riding dirt paths on a Brompton. It's not really what they were designed for.
Designed to ride wherever you want to ride it.
Brompton is an all-terrain machine. It will take you wherever you want to go. Everyone should have a Brompton. So we've just come to a stop. I didn't realise that the route that we're on actually takes in, it's an old train line.
Yeah, the Coal Green Way.
We're currently on the platform, and down there are the lads on the railway line. I'm very much enjoying this. This has been a lovely ride so far. Right, onwards. So harking back to my recent video on what clothing to wear on transitional weather days, today unfortunately it's just such a day. Currently about 11 degrees and I am feeling warm. I've got my long sleeve gloves on, as Stu calls them, and 3 layers including a buff. So I think the buff's going to be the first casualty in a few minutes. But aside from that, we've now found ourselves on a very nice disused railway line, and it's turning out to be a glorious day.
Has the end come off?
Has it just twisted out?
Is there an end on that end?
Yeah, there's normally a retaining bolt. And it should just push through and then screw in. Yeah, if you lift the bike up, there we go. Has anyone got a torque wrench? Oh, mind your back, mind your back.
Sorry.
That was a putsch picnic. That was a putsch picnic.
Was it?
Yeah, lovely little thing.
Go slow, get to St Albans, and if we have to hang around until a bike shop opens, we do that.
Well, it's 9:10. By the time we've had our breakfast.
So that was a strange one. Through axle on Chris's back wheel, seems like the preload bolt on the drive side has come out, which has then caused the through axle to unscrew, and his wheel came off as we were doing about 20 mile an hour. 20 probably generous, isn't it? As we were doing about 10-15 mile an hour. Luckily there was no crash, but it could have been quite dangerous. But we're only now about 3 miles from St Albans, so we'll get there, find a bike shop, and hopefully find a replacement preload bolt, because otherwise it's going to be a very tentative ride home. Well, at the top of a very steep hill, we've reached Verulamium. Whew. So that's breakfast done, and I know I seem to talk about the weather a lot, but it's now 15 degrees, so I'm feeling very, very warm. We're now heading off to a bike shop to try and find Chris a retaining nut for his back wheel, and then we'll start heading back towards Hertford. Oh, and we found a pump track. Awesome. Oh, there's a lovely looking bike in there, stand by. Beautiful looking bike. That's good fun. Do you want to have a look at the dirt jumps? Oh wow, they are huge. I'm coming up.
All good content.
Oh Jesus, that was good fun. Always want to give it a go. My bike's about 3 kilos heavier now with all the mud on the wheels. Well, that place, oof. I'm going around the mud track, I've now got mud flying off in my face. But that place, the St Albans Cycle Hub, absolutely top notch. Got chatting to a lovely guy there on a BMX who told us that there's some dirt bike jump championships in a couple of weeks' time. So I reckon we might put that in the diary and come back and give that a watch, because I reckon that'll be good fun. But yeah, if you're in the St Albans area, come and check out St Albans Cycle Hub. Great little place. Oh. Yeah, I think I might need to get the disc brake cleaner out when I get home. So also at the Cycle Hub, we managed to get Chris's bike sorted. Although when I say sorted, I just mean we figured it out that it doesn't actually have a retaining nut like my carbon fibre bike on the rear through axle. It just wasn't fully tightened up, unfortunately. But now we've figured that out and we've done the through axle up fully, so hopefully no more problems with the wheel coming off. Fingers crossed anyway. Well, having said earlier that these are going to be nice, smooth, tarmac cycleways, I'm actually quite glad I bought the gravel bike with the wider, more comfortable tyres, because some of these paths are definitely what you would call route-addled. It's got too hot and layers are coming off. And I'm now in short sleeves. It is that warm. As Chris says, sun's out, guns out. It's fair to say this has turned into a bit of a muddy one. I swear I'm a closet mountain biker. Just don't tell the lads. But that is a cheeky little hill back up to Chris's place. Then my heart rate hit 183. I'm not sure whether that says more about the hill or my lack of fitness.
It's all about the bike, it's that heavy bike.
Yeah, I'm on a 12.5 kilo bike. Let's put it down to that. I must say, I'm still massively in love with this bike. Just look at that colour and those flared bars. We have done 34.2.
34.2,
Oh.
would that be allowed with Jimmy, or would we have to get
We'd have to, yeah, I think we'd have to go another 6 miles. We're 34.28 miles. And as some of you may have noticed, Jimmy's not with us this week because he's away on holiday with the family. And 34.28 miles would not cut the mustard. But thankfully Jimmy's not here, so we can rest the legs. And in happy news, Chris's back wheel has stayed on.
Yay! It's all good, it's all good.
Well, that was a very enjoyable ride. 34.48. I've ridden further than you.
Yeah, I've got 32.7 something. So,
Well, it's good to know we've all ridden different distances. It's because I was the braver of the four of us and I did the pump track about 4 or 5 times. All right, well, we had finished, but the spectre of Jimmy has got to me. I'm on 34.5 miles exactly, so I'm going to have to do half a mile to make it up to 35. Sod you, Jimmy.
want to try it?
Yeah, go on, I'll give the fixer here a go. Oh, but hang on, these miles aren't going to count, are they?
No. You have to turn your phone on.
Right, well, I'm now doing extra miles on Chris's fixed speed. This wasn't expected. A bit small for me.
If you know what this is, put it in the comments below.
This is the content you're looking for from a cycling vlog, isn't it? Cheers, brother.
Right.
Cheers, buddy. See you next week. Well, that was a great little jaunt out today. Nice little adventure all the way out to St Albans, and I am very, very envious of the people of St Albans for having such an amazing little cycling community. Little pump track, loads of dirt jumps, and yeah, just a great little place to go and hang out. So as I said earlier, if you're in the St Albans area, definitely go and check it out, because it's yeah, a great little place. But 35 miles done, and still yet another week where I've not got my 41 miles in, but we'll make it up in the summer, I'm sure. But sometimes it's not about the miles, it's just about getting out with your mates and just having fun on the bike. And this week it was dirty fun, judging by the state of my shoes and the bike. So a good wash down is in order now, and then back in the garage ready to go for next weekend. Although I think next weekend I might get the carbon fibre bike back out, because as much as I am still in love with this bike, some of those hills were a bit of a struggle today. So yeah, I think a definite couple of weeks back on the carbon fibre bike, just because it's so light and much easier to take up the hills. So as ever, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.